Municipal and Industrial Wastewater Engineering. Today we'll discuss on tannery industry. The tannery industry is one of the oldest industries in India. Usually the tannery waste are characterized by strong color, high BOD, high pH and high dissolved solids. In the view of peculiar pollution potential, the increasing demand for good quality water, it has become essential to treat it waste to a certain degree prior to disposal. How this will be manufactured? The manufacturing process includes preparation of hides for tanning, tanning proper, and finishing. Preparation of hides for tanning. In the first stage, hides are used to remove dirt and preservatives salts used earlier and soaked in fresh water containing sodium chloride and preservative chemicals for 1 to 5 days. The soaked hides are then washed again with sufficient amount of water. So here you get the wastewater with a high alkaline condition. Lined hides are then mechanically cleaned off hairs and flushing in wooden mats with running fresh water. The batting prepares the hide for tanning by reducing pH. So by reducing pH, we can go for tanning. The deliming and batting is carried out in a vertical ground in warm solution of ammonium salts and commercially prepared enzyme. So to reduce the chemicals, that time we can use by enzymes. Tanning proper. It is the second process. In the second stage of leather making, tanning involves treatment of hides to make them putrescible and soft even when dried. Second process is going to concentrating on making into a soft. Depending on the type of product, either vegetable substance containing natural tanning such as extract of barks, wood, nuts, etc. or inorganic chromium salt are used for tanning agent. In vegetable tanning is used for the leather while chrome tanning used for light leather. So here vegetable tanning for hard and chrome tanning for light leathers. The vegetable tan leathers are washed off after tanning proper. Last step is preparation of the leather. The third stage of finishing consists of stuffing, fat liquoring, followed by dyeing. In former process, tanned leather incorporates oil and grease. Dyeing can be done using synthetic stuff. So this is the typical flow chart of leather industry. First one is soaking, then removing the hair and adding lime, then lime fleshing if fat is taken out from the leather skin, lime split, trimming, then batting by adding ammonia, degreasing sheep and pig skin, you are going to degreasing, and pickling tanning means acidity, vegetable tan are used. Chrome splitting, chromium containing organic matter is going to be added. Shaving, chrome containing organic matter. Then retanning, bleaching and dyeing fat liquors. Here we're going to get BOD, COD, then suspended solid, dissolved solids, then vegetable tan, etc. Then it is go for drying, then batting trimming, so chromium trimming, formaldehyde, etc. For the vegetable, we're going to have a remainder of finishing agent, solvent, formaldehyde, then you're going to get leather. So in this process, you're going to get rich amount of BOD, high pH, etc. will be there. Then we'll discuss on sources and characteristics of wastewater. The wastewater originates from all operations in tanning process. The waste may be classified as continuous flow waste and intermittent flow waste. Spent liquors belonging to soaking, liming, batting, pickling, tanning, and finishing operations are discharged intermittently. Although small in volume, they are highly polluted and contain variety of solute and organic and inorganic substances. This liquor undergoes putrefaction very rapidly as it offers a good amount of nutrient and favorable environment of bacterial growth. So here you're going to take a skin. It is made up of organic substance. So it is going to putrefy very fast. That means if you give kept for some more time, so started smelling and odor smell around the place. So here the spent lime liquor contains dissolved and suspended lime colloidal proteins and degradation product, sulfide, emulsified, fatty acid matter, also carrying sludge composed of unreacted lime, calcium sulfide, calcium carbonate. As such, the spent lime liquor highly alkaline and moderate BOD and high ammonia nitrogen content. So here we're going to observe with alkalinity high, then BOD is more and ammonia nitrogen. The vegetable tan extracts containing tannins and also non-tannins. Tannins are high COD but relatively low BOD value, while non-tannins include inorganic salts, organic acids, and salts, sugar of high BOD and COD. The spent vegetables tanning liquor is the strongest individual waste in the vegetable tanning, having high amount of BOD, very strong dirty color. And what will be the effect of this waste on streams or sewage plant? As I discussed earlier, the tanning industry waste is having high amount of BOD, suspended solids, and strong color. When you're going to use vegetable tan, we're going to have a high dirt color. The waste which are discharged into stream are they going to deplete BOD. Sorry, DO is going to be depleted by high amount of BOD due to both chemical and biological oxidation of sulfide organic compounds. Chloride in excess of tolerance limit 500 mg per liter render the water unsuitable for further future use. Chromium is a toxic to aquatic life and inhibit the growth of fish in the stream. Even the lagooning of the untreated tanning waste on open land may adversely affect the groundwater and near surface water source due to seepage of dissolved solids. So here we are going to have more amount of chloride. It has to be treated. Then other one is we are going to think of removal of this chromium, which is very much toxic since it's heavy metal toxic, affect aquatic plants and the growth of some fishes and also some aquatic life. And when you're going to dispose without treated, it is also affect the groundwater. The chromium compound in excess of 10 to 20 milligram disrupt the operation of trickling filter. Since this chromium is going to affect the biological process where it's going to kill microorganisms. Sulfides are also toxic to microorganisms are removed along with the sludge. The chemicals or suspended solids are going to be removed by chemical coagulation by using alum, ferric chloride or ferric sulfate with or without neutralization. Because some of the coagulants are work in higher range of pH. Followed by biological treatment. So first step is you are going for neutralization. Later, you're going to remove by chemical coagulation by using some of the salts, ferric salts or alum. Treatment of wastewater. The method of treatment of tannery waste may be classified as physical, chemical, biological parameters. Physical treatment is nothing but screening and primary sedimentation tank. So in physical method, you are going to remove hair and other things from the skin. Later, you are going to allow in sedimentation tank. About 98% of chromium is precipitated in the primary sedimentation tank and removed along with the sludge. Chemical coagulation with or without neutralization followed by biological treatment is necessary for better quality of the effluent. The low-cost treatment method may be very effective, be used for treatment of tannery waste, like oxidation pond or anaerobic lagoon are recommended for small or isolated tanneries where you are going to remove rich amount of BOD. Anaerobic lagoon requires less land area and nutrient addition compared to those in oxidation pond. So this is the typical flow chart of treatment of tannery industry waste. So here you are going to have a screening. In screening, we are going to remove the skin material or hair in this screening process where in influent BOD is 2900 and BOD is 1500 milligram per liter. So here only a physical process is going to take place. Then in primary settling tank also we are going to remove settling of inorganic substances. Then it is go for sludge drying beds. In anaerobic lagoon you are going to detention period of 10 days. Then BOD is going to be reduced by to 190 milligram per liter followed by aerated lagoon where you are going to give extra amount of air to remove BOD and final effluent is coming to 19 milligram per liter in the effluent. So here a simple process where we are going to have physical process, chemical process and biological process. Here in anaerobic lagoon, you are going to give a detention period of 10 days. Aerated lagoon, you are going to give 6 days of detention period. So BOD is going to be standard of 19 milligram per liter. So then it can go for disposal on river or land. So in this class, we discussed about how tannery industry waste or water can be treated. Thank you.